work Muathe at Muathe.com. Let's take a look at this example that gives us a nice study template for what happens before a stock begins a nice multi-year move higher. And also we can see here we have a good example of what happens when stocks falter. They have a huge drop. So it's a good example. Let's take a look at where it began, and we can see that there was a breakout here in 2011, late 2011. Now unfortunately, because it was an IPO, at that particular time we did not have fully developed indicators, as you can see here. So we're talking about this time period here, and of course you can see that we did not have fully developed indicators during this period. We had a MACD, but the other MACD was not well developed to show. So we have to go to the weekly to understand where the breakout took place in terms of the technical minimum requirements. So let's take a look at that weekly chart. Now, in order to be able to time the beginning of this massive explosive move to the upside and also capture some of this downside move, we can rely on two similar methods. In fact, they're just the exact opposite of each other. And you can find this on my channel. Two similar and opposite methods. And here they are. So the first one, on the way up, for looking for breakouts, we're going to take a look at this method here. Very simple strategy. And also for the reverse, it's the exact opposite. I call that the ultimate Muathe sell signal. So let's take a look at the weekly chart, all data. And so again, there was a weekly closing high there. The stock would come and break out after spending most of 2011 sideways. Finally it breaks out. So we're talking about this period here in late 2011. Let's take a look at the technical indicators at that time to see what they look like. So you got your price breaking out. So that's one of the requirements. We need the stock to clear resistance. And now we're talking about this period right there. And you see here that the RSI moves above 69.1, which is one of our minimum requirements for the RSI. And then we see that the MACDs, in fact here we have both MACDs moving to 3-year highs. We only need one of the MACDs to move to 3-year high. So we can see that at the beginning of this move, the stock did meet the ultimate Muathe breakout. As explained here with lots of examples, I got currently about 20 videos on the subject. So that's how we time that entry. And then to understand this move lower, we can go back to the monthly chart, because by the time it's starting to drop, the monthly charts have fully developed RSI and MACDs. So let's take a look at this. Now what we see here on the monthly is there was a drop here from about the 130 price point. Stock came here, tried to bounce on the monthly, and that could have been an okay pullback, but something happened during this break that actually changed the landscape. Let's take a look at what was happening in that time, sometime in, let's call it early 2015. And again, that sell signal minimum requirement is right here. Okay, so after that break, the stock goes on to break support at about $75 here. Subsequently goes on to trade as low as $14-15 in the following months or so, about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, about 7 months, from 75 to 15 after it met the ultimate Muathe sell signal. Now what about right now? So right now what I'm looking at, this one here in my own estimation, is the stock is coming back to test the recent break level that goes back to this RSI trend break. RSI breaks down there, which is this high, and I think what the RSI in the current market early 2017 is doing, RSI is coming back to test this level right here. So if this turns down and is confirmed as resistance, we can see that after a nice move in 2016, looks like with resistance confirmed here, if it is confirmed, chances are the next meaningful direction is going to have to be lower. And this is based on the uniformity method, which again you can find on my YouTube playlists. I got lots of discussions on this, lots of videos for you to consider if you want to understand that uniformity method. And again, you'll find this on my channel. Eric Muathe, Muathe.com. As always, good luck, peace, and blessings. ESS. Mwah.